and welcome to 360 Vibes, your number one stop show where we bring you all the juicy stories in the world of entertainment, music, comedy, and movies. My name still remains Faith, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with my pretty girls. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. How are you guys?
We're doing okay.
We're fine.
Doing okay. Hi everyone, my name is Joy Uchejim, aka Joy Oma. It's so nice to be here again.
Hello and welcome back, guys. My name is Queen Ibanigo and it's your girl Alex Reina. Welcome back to the show, guys.
All right, guys, we will go on a break, but when we return, juicy stories we have for you. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back. So today we are talking about blended families. So a blended family is where two partners come together. They have kids. Now they come together to get married. And over the years we've had a lot of stories about blended families. I've had thousands of questions in my mind and really I want to get answers. And I know today we are going to be answering most of your questions, yes, about blended families. So girls, do you really think blended family exists, Joy?
Okay, actually that's...
Here in Nigeria?
Yes. Of course, we have several cases of blended families and we have them many in different instances. Like I actually know some people that are from blended families. But the question if blended families can work is kind of subjective in a way that it depends on the people getting married because it's a very complicated issue. I mean, it's like somebody having a complicated family. I mean, I'm coming in with my own child or children and then the guy or the man is coming in with his own children. Like, there are many things that could actually go wrong in such a situation because, number one, first of all,
sorry. With the question of if we think blended families can work, yes, they can work because there are a lot of them in Nigeria. I think everywhere, not only Nigeria exactly, there are a lot of blended families anywhere in the world. But I feel they can work, just depends on the both parties.
Exactly.
Understand? So if one has kids and the other one has kids and they want to come together to have fun, no problem, because everyone obviously have to like find love. Because most persons, the people they are with, or the persons they've even had kids for, they are no longer interested in them and they grow out of love for them, fine. You have room. In fact, there's a huge room for you to actually find love again.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that someone can't find love again. I mean, there are so many tragedies that could happen that can make someone want to move on to a new family with a new man. But in a case where you're getting married to somebody, you don't know the person's upbringing, how they will train
Are you saying blended families can't work?
It's possible, but it's going to be very complicated. I think it won't be easy on the children. Because imagine a man grows up in a family where to punish the children, they end up beating them to the extent that you are abusing them. And I didn't come from such a family. How do you think it can work? Because I'm watching this man beat my child in a way that I won't be able to do that
knowing the fact that he is not your child. Knowing the fact that...
No, that's the point. What I'm trying to say is that blended families can work anywhere.
Okay.
Personally, I come from a blended family and I love it because I'm very proud of it. So blended families can work anywhere. Both partners have to understand that this is what I'm meant to do. My kid goes to this school or this person goes, like, we have to come together to agree on something. So they can work in Nigeria, they can work anywhere in the world if they just come together
so
to
basically
say, oh, this is what we have to do for our kids and these are the things, new things.
Okay, so basically I think this has to do with understanding.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
it's
for understanding.
exactly, it's exactly
Because
that.
there are a lot of
And
drama we've been
communication.
seeing.
Yeah,
There are a lot
it's
of drama
exactly
we've
like
been
you
seeing.
said.
So Queen, you just told us now you are from a blended
Yes,
family.
I am from a blended
Can
family.
you give us instances, scenarios that has happened that you feel blended family is a good thing? People should not discriminate about blended families.
Well, like I said,
Because most people think, personally, they think they can't go on a journey with a partner, with a person that has a child outside there already. Do you understand? So they wouldn't want to start up another drama entirely because that child is not yours. And then going ahead to engage yourself with another child is a whole lot. It's a whole lot of drama.
Okay, fine. Now,
So give us
like
an
I said,
example.
it depends on the partners. So if I have a husband that has kids and I have my own kids and want to come together, like to actually have a family now, no problem. We have to agree that, oh, this is what your child is going to do and this is what my child is going to do. Another thing too, I have to now love you because I'm in love with you, to be with you. And I have to love you for your kind of person, your character, your past mistakes, and the person you've had, like your
Okay,
kids. So
yeah.
I give room for your kids to come in as mine. I have to take your kids as mine. So I think it can work anywhere because
Yeah, but
it
as
can
you
work anywhere.
said, you have to actually be understanding. Both couples have to be understanding of what they are
yes,
going
and
into.
trust me, it's not
But
easy.
And what they
Not
want.
easy, and what they
they
want.
want.
Like not
You know,
everyone
so
can
the thing
actually
is-
do that. Let me just land this one. Not everyone can actually do that because in a case where there's, let's say the woman, for example, because we both know that some women in Nigeria, they can be impossible. In a case where they are
I know,
unable
right?
to love your child the way they love their own child, they could lead to maltreatment. It's very risky for those children
that is why before
to be in that kind of
getting
family.
into any relationship or marriage with whoever you want to get into that has like kids, you have to understand the kind of person. So people can actually deceive, oh, I'm in love with you. And one thing now about this marriage is that we get to see that, oh, marriage, I've not been in marriage before, but speaking of from experience and social media, we get to see that marriage, there are a lot of things that go on in marriage. It is far out of the love you have for the person. It's past the feelings. You have to now actually make sacrifices and understand in
So
the marriage.
that brings
so
me-
you have to actually have a big room
Okay,
in
so
your
Queen,
heart.
but
you know,
not
that
everybody
brings-
has that
that
kind
brings
of
me-
room.
that
That's
brings
why
me
you have
to-
to look for somebody.
when you are going into that, there should be a goal.
Yes,
A
now.
goal. Now, when you have a goal, you now know that whatever you see there, whatever you see on that journey,
You have to carry it on your head.
So
exactly,
and
like
knowing the
authority,
fact that you're
collect,
going
yes.
with a goal, knowing the fact that you're going with a goal,
Okay.
you now need to make, you need to bend. There are things that will not suit you,
Perfectly.
yeah.
and there are
Exactly.
things that you have to bend for. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Now,
but you know
it's-
that in this instance, human beings will always be human beings. In the case where, for example, because in Nigeria, we have a particular stereotypical society where if a woman already has a child,
Okay.
it's very difficult to find a man that will be willing to marry that kind of woman.
Exactly.
So in the case where she's
That
actually,
one is very
she
true.
finds
Most
a
people are like, oh, you
person.
have a child. Oh, I'm not doing
And then
that. Like, I'm not getting
some
my
women
wife.
will actually go as far as pretending
They
to
don't.
love the other man's child just because they want the man to marry them.
Girls,
so
I
it's
want
risky.
to ask. I want to ask.
That's
who,
why-
Okay, now who should be responsible for who in the
now,
family?
Now I come in. Good. So if my situation now, if I have kids and I find love after and I want to get married to somebody, the man should be responsible because one, he's the head. So he has the responsibility of being the father of his children and my own kids and the kids to come. So he has to have a big room to understand that
Yes.
I have my own kids and I'm sorry, my own is my own, no matter what. So I have to have a big heart for me to like love you and love your kids and love the kind of thing I'm going into, for me to say, oh, fine, I'm going to actually be in this marriage. And most of the things, most times when people just talk about it like, oh, he has a child and that's nothing, you don't know what it is, because some persons will not actually want to have another mother. Another thing, their past exes or people can still come into their life.
Exactly.
And how will you now manage the situation? Women that don't know, like women that are very very quick to get jealous or whatever.
Angry.
How do you sustain or how do you control your temper when you see
Okay, for
your
example,
stepson's mom still
coming
coming
to
around,
visit. I
coming
mean,
to visit,
just
and she's
like-
like,
Queen,
It's
let's
like
listen to
watching, like just like what she said. Imagine you're married to a very handsome man, for example, and then you keep seeing his ex coming to the house in the
I
name
cannot.
of coming to visit.
Please, I
and
cannot
visit.
stand. Exactly.
Like why
I
would I
don't-
need to go through that? Why would anybody want to go through such
unless
kind
there's
of
like a
situation?
mutual agreement, fine. You're no longer interested in this woman. The only relationship you have with her is because of your child. That is very understanding.
Yeah.
But do you think it's like that from the woman's angle, from the ex's angle? They
It
could
should
be
no,
trying
that's why it depends
to
on
win
the two
person back.
partners. If I say, oh fine, I'm no longer interested in my ex and I want to come to you to get married, like I want to be with you now, I have to cut ties and cut every single thing I have to do with my other ex.
Of course.
And that's very true.
But it's not
So
possible
it's
to
not,
cut
it's
the
not,
child
it's not that possible
completely
because most times
it's still part of that child's life.
exactly
It's a part of the man's
exactly.
life.
That's what I'm saying. It's
See,
not easy.
You know, that
But
is why I
communication
said
can work
initially,
with
yes,
anything.
understanding. Now, when you're going into a relationship, I'll still say this again. Go there with a goal. A goal. Know what you want. Know what you are going for. Now, the big truth is there will be issues. Now, in the long run, what's that picture, the picture you have in your mind
Okay.
while you were going into that relationship or that
Yeah.
marriage, now will help you stabilize things. The way you communicate with your partner.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. And another thing too, I feel your heart should just be, you know, like when you're going to something, like prepare for the worst. Like
Exactly.
prepare, babe, prepare for the worst.
Knowing the
A
fact
man or a
that
woman should
you
prepare
are-
for the worst.
you
because
guys
they
are
don't
from
know
two
what exactly
different
can come.
places.
Because at a point too, you can actually be in the marriage, and next thing you actually, so people go out of love. We see this on social media like every single time. So people that
Exactly.
you come online down to no, just little relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, he's my love, he's my days. We've been vibing, we've been talking, we've been doing this. The next minute, they are losing interest in
The love
themselves.
has gone
And
dry.
exactly, it has gone
so
dry.
if the love is
You
going
have
to
to
pull
put-
two people with different children, different past experiences, different possibly traumatic experiences,
Yes.
right? And then you're going to pull those kind of people together. I think it's something that we should really watch out for, because even
Exactly.
in this society, people will still talk. I mean, imagine a woman is married into a family with her own child. How would the in-laws even react to her? Would they even be
Exactly.
accepting?
You know, it's
that
a
kind of
whole
thing? Would they even be
lot.
accepting to such a woman? It's a different
Yeah.
child. Would that child not be stigmatized in that family? Would they not be discriminated
Yes.
upon?
See, that-
so even in this blended
the
Okay,
gap-
family
so
of
Queen,
the gap will
Queen,
be
Queen,
there.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
You're from a blended family.
Okay, yeah.
Now, how did you take this? How when you were coming up? I don't know how old your other your stepbrothers, how old they were, but how did you, and how old you were too? How did you accept this while you were growing up? While you guys were growing up in the same house?
Now, fine, I will always say I grew up in a family of love.
Wow.
So to a point that you won't even know we are not from like same parents. You won't know. Like our parents, my dad and my mom literally brought us like in like a common love and everything, affection, everything is there. So growing up, fine, I was born and I found myself in that situation. I didn't want to be there, but when you find yourself in some situations, you have to accept and move on with life. So I grew up in that kind of situation and I'm comfortable with it. In fact, I think in my next word, I want to even come from there. I'm not saying,
Wow.
because
Wow.
I have like elder brothers and I have like, oh, someone that is there, someone that will pave way for me. Oh, they've been through life, they've been
Wow.
through things. So I'm like, oh, I have an elder brother. I have this kind of brother. I have 6 brothers.
Wow.
I have
wow.
6 brothers, and I'm fully proud. I'm like, oh, I have brother 1, brother 2, like people
Wow.
that are there, people that are there to come through for me no matter what. And I'm
Okay.
very proud of this blended family thing I came from, because that's really opened my eyes to see how life is and how society is. And I feel it can work if both partners can say, oh, it can work, There's nothing there.
Wow. All right, guys. Really, this gist has been an interesting one, and I know you have actually learned a lot too. So we'll be going on a short break, but when we return, we still have more juicy stories for you. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. Now, over the weekend, Rita Dominic had an interview about her marital status, why she got married late, if it was because of her status in the industry that made her got married at that age, at the age of 45. Now, ladies, I want us to talk about this. Is this a big deal for the society? Is this is this their business?
Well, okay. Rita Dominic's marriage literally gave everyone gave them heads turn, like, oh wow, you're actually getting married at this age and everything. Fine, but it's nobody's business.
Okay.
However, and whatever way I choose to live my life is nobody's concern. And I think I don't even like the fact that they had to ask her that kind of question in the interview, like, why are you asking me personal things? But fine, if she actually feels it's not personal to her because it's like everywhere, probably she's not even taking it so personal, then that's fine. She answered the question and she was like, she didn't want to make wrong decisions. She wanted to be sure she was getting to the right thing, which is very good for her. But the fact that it's not anyone's business, I don't have the right you.
Can I come in there?
Yes.
I know you say that it's nobody's business, but let's look at the fact. We have all known Rita Dominic since we were young.
Okay.
She's kind of a big icon in the Nollywood industry. And in such, she has been a role model to many people. She's a prominent figure, as such that, you know how people follow people on social media, right? And they look up to them and be like, okay, I want to be like this person when I grow up. And I've seen that kind of person is bringing up this image that it doesn't matter if as a woman I get married at the age of 45. Like, it doesn't matter. It's actually everybody's business, because these are people that people are looking up to her.
Another thing now, sorry, Faith. It's my life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
but
my life.
She's not just anyone. For you, it may not matter, but to someone like Rita Dominic, do you want
the society should not have
do you want the children?
Joy, hold on.
Let me just land with this one. Wait, Faith, calm down first. You think we want our children who are looking up to her to start getting to the ideology that it's okay to get married at 45? I mean, they may not want to. They may just live this free life without any sign of responsibility.
The society has no rights about when I should get married. You don't tell me when I should get married. No.
It's no one's business concerning her life and whatever she does. So if, like Joy said, she's a popular person, she's an influencer, people look up to her, fine. Did I ask you to look at me? Did I ask you to look at
But
the
before
mistakes?
she was
We are humans, we are bound to make mistakes. We are bound to go through the wrong path and the right path, and we are meant to learn from them. So if she takes so long for her to get married, I think if it works for her, then it should work for any other person. The society shouldn't be on our necks.
Look at it in this way.
You have to get married by this time. You have to do this by this time. It doesn't make sense.
Actually, look at when we say society, we're talking about culture. Let's not forget the fact that, first of all, we are Nigerians. We have the way of life that we do. We have our culture, and it's such that women traditionally also get married at a young age, right? I'm not pressuring anyone to get married at the age of 16 or 17 or that kind of early, but you shouldn't think it's okay per se to just stay till
it's
you're
better for
at the age of 40 and above.
It's better.
Okay, maybe better for you, but I don't think someone of such high esteem should be pushing that kind of knowledge, pushing that kind of ideology of life into the younger generation.
It's her life. Like, she doesn't, no one is meant to probably look at you and say, oh, fine, okay, like you said, she's an influencer. I did not force you I'm not forcing you to look at me.
Didn't she know about that before she started?
Sorry, she's an actress.
She's an actress.
I did not force you to look at my life and say this is the path you want to follow. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm doing what's right for me. So if it's going to take me 100 years to get married, at first I'm doing it right, I'm going to stay by it. I don't care about what the society thinks at this point in time.
I
don't care about what the society thinks
if we're living like this, if we are living just like every woman should be
irresponsible
about about the age they get married. They should all be free. Assuming our mothers gave birth to us at the age of 45, do you think we'll be able to enjoy
Do you know
them?
what our mothers went
do you think we'll be able
through?
to enjoy them
Do you know
till
what
their
our mothers
old
went through?
age?
There are
Okay,
most
so-
persons in marriages.
No, but
There are most persons in
Hold
marriages
on,
that
Joy.
don't know. They are going through a lot, but they are quiet and they are silent because they don't know how to come out of it.
Exactly.
We've seen a lot of marriage issues online.
All right,
I even like
so-
the fact that now,
so, Queen, let
sorry,
me-
in this generation, we have to use phones and everything, so you literally can see things happening in another country to another country. But now people have actually been in bad marriages because they either jumped into it on time. We've seen actresses and people literally
Okay.
coming out of marriages and going for
Okay,
a
so
better
okay,
one.
okay. So now let me
So
come.
if
Let me
you
come
wait
in.
about 46
Let me
years
come in.
to make the right choice, then we're fine with that.
Let me come in
Society
here.
should
Let me
not
come
be
in
on our
here.
neck.
Now, you don't pressurize anyone to get married. When you get into a thing with rush, there's always a say that says garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
You jump into something you didn't take your time
But
to
it's-
find out
it's not-
about.
it's
You
not
didn't find
about
out
jumping per se. I mean,
do you know when it becomes a jumping thing? It's when pressure comes in.
yeah,
When
but
people
She
are
actually
all
said
you.
she actually said she was pressured by the society, by everybody.
yeah,
So-
but
She
look
just
at
kept
it. Look
deaf
at it.
ears to it
Okay.
because she knew what she was going for.
But
knew
what
what
is
she
that?
was
Are you
What is
saying-
the marriageable age in Nigeria?
We're not
From
talking about
20s
now.
to 40s. That's a whole 20 years gap. What kind of pressure is there will make you just relax and stay for 20 years looking for love?
Yes,
Really,
now you have to go into the
20
right
years.
one. See, I'd
Looking
rather
for
stay,
love.
even if I have to stay 200 years to get married, I will stay 200
But
years.
when
As
are
long
you
as I'm getting
going?
into
When
the
are you
right
going
one.
to enjoy your children? I mean, where is the joy of motherhood?
Do you-
So
You'll literally be in your
sorry,
50s
Queen,
and buying Pampers.
sorry, Joy, are you
No.
saying you should, because the society wants you to get married on time, you are getting out of age, then anything you see, you should just
I'm
I'm
embrace.
not saying that you should just jump
and
into
then
a bad
get
marriage
into
just
the
because
marriage.
society is pressuring you.
And not all
anything.
marriages that you rush to actually bad. Some actually
Exactly.
work out
For
good.
example,
but it doesn't
my
define.
mom, for example, got married at a young age, not too young, but she was in her 20s,
Okay.
and she didn't even, let's say, know my father perhaps before they got married, and they are living happily. You don't have to wait until the perfect time, because in the end, there is no perfect man. There's no perfect time. At the end, anything can still happen in marriage. So let's just try and let's free ourselves, please.
Okay, another thing now is that most persons get to rush into marriages and you find them coming out of it. Now, so are you saying now, like your instance you gave now, your mom rushed into, like, she got married on time and it went well for her.
And here I am.
And yeah,
She's
you are
still
fine.
young.
She's
She's
still
still
there.
very young.
But do you know a lot of persons suffer in marriage
Yes.
and they don't speak?
Exactly.
They don't speak. And now, those days are
Very
now
true.
very different. You literally hear your parents even say, "Oh, I just saw your daddy somewhere on the street and we just got married." Or in fact, my family even brought your dad to me. You see
Exactly.
parents
There
even
were issues of
literally planning the
arranged
marriage of their
marriages,
kids. That's
yeah.
fine. Do you think they literally knew themselves? They didn't. They actually got into them, and most of them got into abusive marriages, and they are still
Very
there.
true.
Most of them, 100% of women are still in their marriage, abusive marriage, because of their children. At the point you even hear them say, "It's because of you I'm here." Oh. Why
Because
is
of the
that?
kids.
That's
So
why I
it's
say-
better to actually.
That's why I
Are you
say-
trying to
It's-
say?
it's better
That's why-
to-
and things have changed.
That's why
Things
I
have
say
changed.
thank
If it took
God.
her a lot of time for her to make the right choice, I'll go with it.
That's why I say thank
Exactly.
God for social media. You cannot tell me that any youth in this age is ignorant or does not know about abuses in marriages or in relationships. They are all aware of everything. So even if they want to get married at the age of 20, 20-year-olds are aware of what they should do. They are aware of what should go on in relationships. So it's not something that we should all be arguing about, actually. It's
Funny
best to
enough,
get married
ladies,
early.
do you know that this society pressure of marital issue,
It's-
it pours down more on the ladies
Why? You see
than the
men of
men.
60.
are not married.
They're not married and they're okay. Last time we got married like a younger girl and everything. So why does it have to
Why
be?
is- why
And
does it
the
have to
thing
be
now
like
is that
this?
Even if they get married, they'll be asking, when are we coming to eat rice? When are we coming to do this? When are we coming? Like, why are you pressuring me? So now they don't even pressure them to get pregnant and to like start having kids on time. For example, you actually say
No. Funny
you
enough,
actually say young couple-
Queen. Rather, they get pregnant before the marriage.
No, that's not even the scenario. Now,
No, really, that's
what
what really happens
now-
recently now. Yes.
Now, once they get married, what they're looking for next is she pregnant? Is she has she lost?
agree.
Is she
I'll agree
barren?
with
Has she
you
done this?
on that-
Like,
on
why
that
do you
stance.
have to pressure everybody? Society should take a chill pill. Why do you have to pressure everybody to say,
But
this
you-
is what you're meant to do, this
You
is what you're meant to
can't,
do?
you can't deny the fact that women have a huge responsibility.
Yes,
they have a
we
huge
have-
role
okay,
to play
fine.
in the family. They are literally the ones training
Yeah.
the younger generation. So they actually have a lot to do. But it's not right to pressure them so much. But they have a role to play. They have to know that. We have to be aware of what we have to do.
All right, guys. It's been an interesting one for me today.
Yes, it has.
I am really, my ladies has really brought light to the blended family and society, putting pressure on people, especially ladies, the women. It comes from that side. They should get married on time. The truth is, anyone that runs into a thing, when you run, you don't take your time, you run out back. So please, society, do not mount pressure so much on ladies out there to get married. The best thing is take your time, make your choice, wait, and be sure that what you are really going into, it's worth you saying that, oh, this is going to be good for me. All right. Okay, and so we've come to the end of today's show. On our next episode, we will be having one of our new co-hosts, and it's going to be interesting. See you next time. Bye.
Hi.
Hi, guys.